Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. If you haven't been here before, welcome. So today I'm gonna be taking on the challenge of cooking Osso Buco. I spent a couple hours looking up different recipes, watching different YouTube videos, and I think I'm ready for the challenge. So stay tuned and I'll show you how everything turns out. Okay, so I'm gonna cook my Osso Buco today in tomato sauce rather than the traditional Milanese way, and I'm gonna pair it with some polenta. I have all my things ready to be sliced and diced, and I'm gonna put everything together. I got most of my groceries at Longos, especially the Veal Shanks. I live in Toronto and I find their quality of meat really good, so I decided to get them from there, and also just some little things along here as well. So I'm gonna start putting everything together and I'll catch up in a bit. I'm going to cut up some onion, carrots, celery, chop up some garlic. That way I have everything ready for my recipe. Okay, I'm finally ready to start the meat. All my veggies are cut up now, and now I just have to put some flour on the plate. That way you just want to coat them beforehand and a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we're just going to brown them for a couple minutes. These are my veal shanks, and I'm going to lightly dust them in some flour. Okay, and so there is alcohol in this dish. It does evaporate, but it does leave that delicious flavor. And they say that you should use a wine that you would drink, and then that's not just cooking wine or a cheaper wine, that you want it to taste good. So I decided to get a bottle of Santa Margherita. I enjoy this bottle, and it's not too expensive, so it's good for a little bit for the dish and a little bit for me. So again, just want to pick a better quality wine for this dish. Okay, let's get started. So I added a little bit of butter and some rosemary sprigs, and I'm gonna let that simmer with the oil. Then I'll add in my veal shanks and let that cook up a bit. Now that they're a little browned, I'm gonna add in a little bit of that white wine from before. I removed the veal shanks, and now I added in my chopped vegetables. I'm gonna let those cook up. And now that they're a little bit more cooked, I add in that white wine. That way they all saute together and you get that nice flavor again. Now that those are done, I'm gonna add in my passata sauce, and I'm gonna add in the chicken stock now and place my Osso Buco back in the pot so they can all simmer in there together. So you're gonna want to let that simmer on low for about an hour and a half, 2 hours with the lid on. After that is done, for the last half hour, you're gonna wanna take off the lid and just let it simmer like that so all the juices thick it up a little bit more. While I was waiting, I decided to cut up some meat and cheese just to have a little snack in between. Now I'm gonna make the garnish that goes on top. It's just some fresh parsley, lemon, garlic, and a little bit of olive oil, and that will just be placed at the end. My Osso Buco is almost done, so I turned on the water, and we're gonna make that soft, creamy polenta for the Osso Buco to go on top of. Now the final moment, everything is plated, garnished, and ready to eat. It turned out delicious. I'm so proud of myself. This was the first one I made, and it turned out great. So I hope this inspired you to make a recipe for yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.